This is working backwards for a Dodge Grand Caravan SXT 4.0. I've actually taken off the intake and now getting ready to change. Well, I've already changed it, but I'm going to show you what you have to change. I'll get to the spark plug. Is this deal right here. Right up under here, you take a 10mm bolt, you take it off, the whole thing slides out, and of course you put down your trusty spark plug connector thing, and that's what you actually do. It's a 5/8, and you get right down in that baby and pull it out. Now I'm gonna work backwards to tell you what you all have to disconnect, okay, in order to get to this part. Now, right above the alternator, you have this, this, and this. And also this one vacuum line right here. And over here, that part that goes on the inside of your intake. And it's two 10mm bolts right here. Excuse me, not 10mm. It's a small open end ratchet, and I can't remember what I did with it, so it might be on the floor, on the ground. But nonetheless, I'll find it and tell you about it here momentarily. But I'm going to be working backwards to show you exactly what you have to do. And right here, let me zoom down here for a little bit. Right in this little area here, okay? Right there. Let me see if I can get right there. Yeah, right there. Right in this little area right here. That little piece right there is what's holding on that little piece. You'll need this piece to be taken off, and then again this piece, because that goes into your manifold, okay? So I'll show you about that in just a second. I believe that one was a 10mm, and this one here was a 12, I believe. But nonetheless, I'm going to be working backwards to kind of show you what you got, okay? Now, these bolts right here are the ones that go through the manifold and actually grab on to this area right here. So as you screw these on, you're going to have to actually lift it up and then finish it by hand to take it out. And I'll show you that here momentarily. My name is Brandon, and I'll come back to show you what all this stuff is. This is the manifold. I'm going to turn my light around so you can see it. That's the manifold. This is the front part of it, and that's the screw I was telling you about. And of course, this is where you would connect all the connectors. Of course, that vacuum line is right there. Then you swing over here, that little port right here, you'll disconnect that. These areas here are where the screws go in with that little ratchet. There it is. Knew it was somewhere on the ground. I don't know what size it is. Let's see. One of those, 9mm, 8, 9, one of those. Okay, got to put that right back on. I'm gonna come back, put the video back on. But before I do that, those long bolts I was telling you about are right there, right there, right there. And of course, one right in there, one in here, and one in there. These are two that are specifically a little difficult to get to, but you'll have to, when you're using your ratchet and your 10mm socket, you'll have to lean it just a little bit to give a little pressure against it, lift it up, then grab it, then unfinish it by hand. So that's pretty much it. The rest of it, just make sure you know where these go and connect that back on the way you took it off. Flathead screwdriver, leave that on so everything basically lifts off, and put everything back to where it goes. And I'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, so now this is what it looks like back on the car. Now, it's not put down right yet because I haven't put these screws that I was telling you about back into the housing in that little line there, right in between that little area there. I don't know if you can see that, but right there, that actually goes back there, okay? Then you have these, all right? That baby there actually goes back on here to lock it back on. So that goes there. No, that one goes here. Make sure you put it on the right way, okay? So that one goes there, like so. Well, I'll figure that out when I put all that together, okay? This one goes on the side, and this hose here goes over to here. So that goes back on your air cooler, right there. So this wraps around this baby, and goes underneath here, and that connects back in there. I don't know if you can see that, maybe not with my light off. But nine times out of 10, it'll fit right back on there. And can't see it without the light. But nonetheless, it goes right there. Alright. Then it locks back in place. So then you come back around, you grab the other stuff, like so. This baby, that's the one that fits there. Okay. I said it wrong the other day. Okay. This one fits right back in this baby here. Alright, it just clicks right back in there. Alright, and of course, this baby here, I still haven't gotten down yet, but that one goes back right there. And it just snaps in place. Of course, I'm not going to spend too much more time on it because I got a lot more stuff to do. Okay, now, we'll come around on this side here. Now, I just twisted this around, okay? This actually just twists back around, like so. It goes right back right here. Right in this little area right here, okay? You just put that baby back on there, like so. Well, it actually twisted on me. I didn't want that to happen, but nonetheless, I actually put that baby back right there. Now, that's where that fits, right there. Can't see it with my shadow of my, right there. It fits right there, okay? Then you come back over here, and this baby here actually is going to put that gasket there. And of course, once you start tightening it up, of course, it'll fill itself in, all right? So then you just put that there. And of course, you got another vacuum hose somewhere back here. I got to actually find it. There it is. There's that baby right there. So then that long one actually fits right there, okay? So the rest of it is basically your bolts. And that's these little babies right here, okay? Now, I can't remember, but it's that little ratchet, the little 6-inch, 8 millimeter, 9 millimeter wrench is one of those, okay? So I'm just gonna push this baby back in here and hopefully get that started again with my fingers. All right, very easy to get to, not that bad. And I do the other one the same way. Make sure all that lines up. It's a little chilly out here, so my nose is running. Little TMI. Oh man. Okay. So then I just thread that with my hand. And now that part is hooked up, okay? So that's pretty much it. The rest of it is basically these little screws here that just slide down in there. All right, you gotta thread them, okay? And once they get past that thread, they'll just drop down. And of course, it'll line up on the other ones. And you'll feel it drop in just a second. Feel like it's getting ready to drop right now. Maybe not. A few more turns. Okay, well, you do that by hand until it drops. And now I'm gonna just switch hands. Okay, righty tighty, lefty loosey, that kind of thing. And of course, it'll just drop down in there. There we go. See? Drop down in there now. Now you can use your hand just to make sure it's tightened up. You don't want to put your ratchet on it just yet, because you want to make sure you get the grooves in. And I wouldn't tighten all these down just yet until you get all of them in, at least hand tight. Then you can tighten it all together. Alright, that's just one way to just make sure you got everything in there all nice. Alright, and everything is all together. Okay? But that's the whole deal. You just do that all the way across. Make sure you got all your screws connected in the front to hold this baby down. Keep it from moving. Make sure you got all your vacuum lines connected. All back here. There's another one right back here that you got to put. Make sure it goes there. Alright, you don't want them not firing up because you don't have everything connected. Yeah, there we go. Making sure everything's there. Making sure these babies are tight. They're not coming off. They're not loose. They're good to go. And the lock is on. Of course, I'm going to take this hose back off just so I can get this baby back on. And you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. That baby right there. Yeah. I'm going to try to get that baby right there back on. Actually, I could probably, well, I'll just do it like that. Alright, look like my battery's gonna die now. So I'm gonna shut it off. But this is Brandon. And thank you for watching my channel. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff up here later. Maybe not cars, but just about anything. So you can have something to watch. Alright, so until next time, we'll see you later. Dodge Grand Caravan